Hey, what's up, Acers? It's Bryce. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how girls and boys act around each other, especially in relationships. Let's say a guy's like 5'5", and a girl's 5'8". She can't date him because of his height, because she wants to lean up to kiss her protective boyfriend over her life, I guess. In today's society, I guess people say we're talking, but we're not dating yet. So I don't really get that, but I kind of do. I mean, obviously they're interested in each other. But like, it's like when a girl and a guy are talking, sometimes she'll tell the guy that she's talking to another guy. After they've been talking for weeks, she finally tells him, oh yeah, I'm talking to someone else. Yeah, see you around. We're just friends. That's all we'll ever be. And the guy gets really ticked. Those people that need a girlfriend or boyfriend to survive, like they can't function without them. Come on, guys. I mean, you have to accept yourself. That's why I've been telling you in my videos, you have to accept yourself. You can't let other people accept you and make that feel like that's your whole life, because when that person gets taken away or they die, you're gonna have to live on your own. I think most guys would agree with me on this one, that when they're around their friends, they're like sup to the ladies and they're all cool and everything, but when they're by themselves, they're really timid and afraid, and they're like, oh, but she doesn't see me. And they like walk on by like this, like really silently, like they want to be seen, but they don't, because then they get really nervous and their face starts getting really red and they don't know what to do. It's freaking hilarious. Loving someone in the first week of dating. Now there's a difference between love and lust. Lust is like when you're like, I need them, like I really need them and I can't like survive without them. And love is more or less, I can deal without them, but I still really do need them every single day. Showing off to the world the success of your relationship. Now, it's kind of like religion. Like, you don't want to shove religion down people's throats, you know? You don't want to just like be all cutesy and be like, look at me, you know? It's kind of like you're being a show-off. It's not really being genuine with your love with your girlfriend, you know? You're just kind of like saying, here guys, look at me, I got the best girl and you don't. I mean, that's kind of fine in a way, but then again, I wouldn't brag about it too much, because you never know what you have until it's gone. Desperate people who join every dating site to get into a relationship. Okay, so yeah, it's hilarious, because I've seen like people, I just wanted to go on dating sites, a bunch of them, and see, and there's this one person that's on like every single dating site, and she hasn't had a boyfriend in a while. I'm like, dang, just constantly looking for a relationship, you know? It's just like, you kind of have to accept yourself before you start like trying to accept others into your own life, if you know what I mean. Love at first sight and looks being viewed as like a higher importance than personality. Now, you can't really love someone at first sight. First of all, you gotta get to know them. I mean, you just can't be like, she's beautiful, I love her just because of the way she looks. You know, you don't even know the freaking person. Like, you can't say that. It just doesn't work. But, no, but, you know, we fall for looks so easily, and I think it's honestly the devil's trap, because I feel like the better looking people are the ones that are like more snotty and not as respectful. Now that's not always true, but in a lot of cases, the ones that aren't as pretty are actually the ones that are nicer, that deserve a good boyfriend, that don't get a good boyfriend, because all the boys are after the girls that are like pretty, and most of those girls are like trashy, or they're just not any good, you know? They don't have anything to contribute other than their looks and other things, if you know what I mean. Using poetry to express love. Now this is just, like if you say like, as cold as a flower, whisper in the wind. It's just like, you don't have to get dramatic about your love, you know, just like let it be, I love you. Don't like go in depth with it. I mean, you can, but it's just like people just get so in depth with their love for other people. Saying, I love you every 5 freaking minutes. Like, really? They already know you love them. You can tell them that like once a day, but like seriously, every 5 minutes, they don't need to know you love them every 5 minutes. Like, who needs that crap? I mean, Jesus loves you more than anyone else could love you. He should be saying it every 5 minutes, not your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Feeling the need to constantly communicate with a boyfriend or girlfriend. Now, I don't know if you knew, but our days are more technology savvy than when there were letters. Hello? No, but seriously, like, when there were letters, you got, like, what, a letter maybe, like, twice a week or something like that from your boyfriend or girlfriend. You would have to call them on your family line or, like, your neighborhood line, so everyone in your family or your neighborhood could hear what you were saying to them. So there would be no private conversations, and your conversations would be, like, very hard to express, because they would only come every now and then, you know? You can't just, like, type every second to them, and there's not instant communication, which I think instant communication has kind of brought relationships to a standstill in a way, because you can't like express emotion as much or how you're really feeling over a phone. You more have to do in person. I think technology has really cut out the social aspect of the actual world itself, and I eventually think that we're going to be more of a technology-based society, and we're not going to like have really personal conversations anymore. Like, we're not actually going to talk to anyone face to face in our lives. Like, sooner or later that is going to happen. You see all the time people on Facebook, I need a boyfriend, a girlfriend. I'm so ugly, I need someone. No, but seriously, don't like find love. Don't like try to like go out and find it. I've done that, and I've been doing that. It doesn't work, trust me. You have to let love find you, because when you find love, love doesn't seem so special anymore, because you're just constantly trying to go for someone, and it's not working, and you're getting frustrated, and eventually your mind's gonna point frustration with that, and it's not going to like to keep like dealing with that. So I just recommend that you let love find you, and trust me, it will someday, at the perfect moment when God wants it to. Girls be like, I gotta find the perfect guy, but I'm telling you, you cannot find the perfect guy. Like me. I'm just kidding. No, you can't find the perfect guy, because no one's perfect. Only Jesus is perfect, and you have to accept people for their flaws, you know? They might be perfect in some senses, but not all senses, and honestly, you just have to go with who's best for you and who works out best with who you are and who like matches you best and who helps you the best with your life struggles. Hooking a guy up with a girl, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, his friend would call some lady off the street and be like, hey, come be my friend's girlfriend. She'd be like, screw you. No, but it just doesn't work that way. You know, you just can't make people randomly like you. Like, it just doesn't work that way. So I'd recommend getting to know someone and not just being like, hey, hook me up with a random girl or hooker you met off the street. Making a relationship Facebook official. Oh my gosh, like my friends, we gotta all see that we're in a relationship, you know, and this guy and I were so cute, and I just have to let my friends know about it. Like, that's just how girls are, and well, gay guys, but I mean, other than that, but that's just how they are, and it cracks me up how people have to make it Facebook official or it does not count as a relationship. Long distance relationships. You gotta be kidding me. You can't even see the person, so how is this gonna work exactly? And I mean, I can see how it might work, but honestly, I don't think love is something that can be touched when you can never see a person. Like, you have to physically see them, talk to them to actually love them. You can't just love someone over a phone, just that's really far away, you know. You actually have to see them, like, I'd say once a week or 2 weeks, just at least, like, frequently, you know, in order to, like, pick up on that love and start loving them. Man crush Monday and woman crush Wednesday. Dumbest thing ever. Again, like, there's all this stuff for all these days and crap, and it's so stupid. But seriously, you don't need a man crush Monday or women crush Wednesday to tell you you're beautiful, you know? Just, I don't see why people do it every week. It's like rates on Facebook. Like, why do you have to have someone rate you all the time? And even people with boyfriends and girlfriends get rates from other guys and girls. I'm like, you got a boyfriend, why do you need other guys to make you happy? I'm like, I thought your own boyfriend was going to make you happy. I guess he's not good enough for you. Using filters to have a high attraction rate. Now, people do this with Instagram and all that stuff, but seriously, you don't need to like take 20 different filters and try to figure out the best one. You don't need to like filter yourself to make yourself look beautiful. Like, just use natural light. It's not necessary to use a filter. I'm guilty of it, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's like natural to use filters. Taking like 20 selfies and only having one to go online? Seriously? Like, people are so concerned about their facial expression. Like, if I'm going, gotta take a selfie. Selfie. Gotta take a selfie. Oh, might as well just hit your head against the wall and just go. No, but you might as well just hit your head against the wall. I mean, just, it's so dumb. It's like, why do you need to like get the right facial expression at the right time, you know? It's like you don't even have a professional camera. Most people are using iPhones. It's like, it's not even really a professional picture. It's just for Instagram or Facebook, you know? Why you have to worry about it so much? Girls that get their hearts broken by guys that are usually jerks, but they ignore the nice guys. This is like so typical. I'm a nice guy and I get ignored a lot, but seriously, it's so typical. Like, you know, like all the jerks that get all the ladies just because they maybe have nice abs or have a nice face. I don't know. But once again, it's not about looks, it's about personality. And I think that's what our society lacks. We're all about looks and how people are and all that stuff, but it really should be about who they are, you know, and their personality. Age differences. Let's say you're like a junior in college, you're dating an 8th grader. That doesn't work out. And age differences, they could work out if the person's mature enough, if their parents allow them, which they probably won't. But when you're older, it's not such a big deal. But when you're in high school, it kind of is a big deal, if you know what I mean. Because like when you're comparing grades, it's a bigger deal than like, oh, they're 6 years older than me or younger than me when you're adults. So I would just recommend to check that. See how mature they are as a person, and see where they are like in terms of thinking wise and like critical thinking and how they have developed those skills. You know, I think that's important. If you're going to date someone that's really young, and if they approve and their parents approve and your parents approve and you approve, then I would make sure you check those things out. Certain guys and girls have to have it their way every single time. Well, it doesn't work that way. You know, life's not always going to go your way. It's going to go God's way, and that's how he wants it to be, you know, according to his plan for our lives. And sometimes you just have to accept people and have it their way. Like if your boyfriend wants to go to McDonald's, take him to McDonald's. Don't like be like, oh no, we're going to Wendy's. Just let him have that, because then that will show him that you respect him, his decisions, and his feelings. Shacking up and talking about getting married within the first month of dating. Now, it's just like people take things too far. You know, you gotta slow down. Love is like a rare thing to find. And honestly, I've learned this from personal experience, but you can't just love someone immediately. You have to wait a while and wait a few months and a few months more and a few months more. You have to see how they act as the relationship goes on, see if they get bored, see how they're feeling, see how they're acting towards other guys, if they're getting bored with you, you know. I think you really have to see that. And you can't shack up with anyone. It's just not right that you shack up with anyone until you guys are together and actually married and ready to have kids. And the last one is teenagers getting pregnant and then wondering, getting so mad at themselves. Well, yeah, it's like when you get pregnant, you're going to have to pay for all the stuff that the baby has, you know. And I think I know teenage pregnancy is hard. I know it's hard to resist the temptation for some people, but honestly, it's really not that hard if you think about it. You could live such a better life if you don't choose pregnancy, you know. And there's a lot of things out there, a lot of programs that can help you with that. And I hope that if you're watching this video right now and you're struggling with that you can help that. And by the way, this video is not intended in any way to make fun of anyone or anything like that. I'm just pointing out some different things that I notice in today's society. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Everyone be sure to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Everyone have a saucy Saturday.